Biblically, I would have said yes, because the scripture says that the only way we should end marriages or um, companionship should be when your partner cheats.
Okay.
That's what the scripture says.
Okay.
But culturally, or with in our society, we've made to understand that men always cheat. Men, however, in any form, would cheat on you. So you'd have to, like, we've been
Programmed.
programmed to live with a man whether the person cheats or not. So I
Okay.
would say that instead of leaving your man, nowhere cool. Do you get it?
So what is love?
Love is this beautiful thing that love is beautiful. Also according to the scriptures.
Okay.
In First Corinthians chapter 11 or 13, I forgotten 13, right? Yeah, 13. It tells us that love is kind, love is pure, like charitable,
Yeah.
and all those things.
Yeah.
That is what love is. But when it comes to this scientific word, is this rush that we have in us that makes us like that we feel towards our opposite sex or our partners.
Right. What's your name?
I'm Lois.
Tell us about you.
Okay. I'm Lois Ashmond, a master student offering MPhil Agricultural Economics in Kenya State. I work for a company called Agromobile. It's an agricultural technology company, let me say it that way. And I'm into rural development and gender, and I'm also into climate change and food systems.
Before we go into 21 questions, you said a word, gender. What is gender?
Okay. So gender is the cultural or the societal way of identifying people. That's my understanding.
Okay.
So if culturally or in our society, a man or a person who behaves some way is called a man. That is you. If a person who behaves otherwise is termed as a woman, that is who you are.
Okay.
Yes.
So is there a difference between sex and gender?
Oh yeah, it is. So sex is biological term for who you are, like your biological identification, and the gender is the societal, the cultural way of identifying people.
Okay. So using gender, how would you, and this is your first question, using gender, how would you define marriage?
Okay. I would define it as a union between a male and a female.
Does infidelity always lead to the end of marriage?
Wait, can you explain what infidelity is so I would be able to understand it?
Infidelity, we are talking about cheating, whether physical, emotional. Does it always lead, or does it always have to lead to the end of marriage?
Biblically, I would have said yes, because the scripture says that the only way we should end marriages or companionship should be when your partner cheats.
Okay.
That's what the scripture says.
Okay.
But culturally, or in our society, we've made to understand that men always cheat. Men, however, in any form, would cheat on you. So you'd have to, like, we've been programmed to live with a man whether the person cheats or not.
Okay.
So I would say that instead of leaving your man, nowhere cool. Do you get it?
Explain what you mean by nowhere cool.
No, like so when you leave the person, obviously you would need another companion. You would want to move to another person.
Okay.
And that person might not cheat, but what that person would do might even be more than somebody who cheats. So instead of leaving your companion because of some of these infidelities, I would rather suggest that you would maybe work some things out. I don't know what, but work some things out.
Or what do you think are the things we should do in order to ensure a successful marriage?
What I would say is that we should trust or like be honest with our partners. It's not easy, but try and be honest with your partner. Communicate at every point. Like at any point in time when you think you've fallen out of love, you communicate. If there is something that
Not to catch you, falling out of love. Is there such a thing?
Yeah, there is. I've experienced it before. There is. So you can be with somebody, but like the love that you had for the person is gradually vanishing.
How is that possible? And how would it start?
I think it starts with when the person does things that you do not like, you try telling the person doesn't change.
Okay.
So like it starts from there, and then it increases when you've made up your mind not to mind him again. Like do what you are doing. Like I won't mind you again. So you see that anything the person will do, but it could. It's not something that can lead to marriage. It could be solved. Like
Okay.
it could be worked on. Do you get
Okay.
it? Yeah. I've experienced it before. But at any point in time that you feel that way, you'd have to communicate. Oh, babe, that's what you're doing, and I'm falling out of love. What can we do?
Okay. So what you're saying is you can love someone, but you hate what they do.
Exactly.
So when they don't work on what you hate,
Yeah.
you begin to fall out of love.
sometimes.
Okay. Are you a daughter of Eve or a daughter of Jezebel?
None. I'm a daughter of Zion.
I understand if you're not a daughter of Jezebel. But what has Eve done to you?
Oh well, if not for Eve, I wouldn't have been here. But then, why would you eat the fruits? Why would you let snake, an animal? I'm not judging you wherever you are. I'm not judging you. But I don't have a beef with you. I just want to be the daughter of Zion.
Yeah.
We thank her, by the way. I just don't want to be a daughter of Eve.
So what is love?
Love is this beautiful thing. Love is beautiful. Also according to the scriptures.
Okay.
In 1 Corinthians chapter 11 or 13, I forgotten 13, right? Yeah, 13. It tells us that love is kind, love is pure, like charitable,
Yeah.
and all those things.
Yeah.
That is what love is. But when it comes to this scientific word, is this rush that we have in us that makes us like that we feel towards our opposite sex or our partners. I think both had to come into work.
So both have to work.
Yeah, both have to play.
Yeah.
Come in place.
So
Like,
the rush will lead to attraction, which will lead to get to knowing the person, and
which
then
will make you love the person in a pure way. Like which will make you be kind towards that person.
all right.
So both have to work.
Nice having this conversation with you, Ashmond.
What up, world? I'm Lois Ashmond, and this is 21 questions. We get to answer all the questions that you do not have answers to, but we have, and we have all the time to answer them for you. Stay tuned.